Okay. Good evening and welcome to the City of David Radio. My name is Maafio and I thank you for being here. It's a special day that the Lord has made. We thank God for another day. It is by His grace and mercy that you and I are here today. Thank you for tuning in and let somebody else to do the same. This is the City of David Radio. You are watching the City of David TV on Facebook, and for those who are listening on the app, you are listening to the City of David Radio. I welcome you all. God bless you. We thank God for such a beautiful day. And today's program today is a special day, and the program, as you all know, is all about this program that we call OBRA. OBRA simply means life. It's all about life. Life has got a lot to bring to us. And what part are we looking at today? We look at current issues, things that are happening here and there, what is up, what is down. And we look at it from where we are here in Israel. And then globally, we also go to our motherland, Ghana, to see what is making major headlines. Of course, there is a lot happening, but we bring you the major ones, and then you also have the chance to discuss and share your view. So thank you for being here. As the tradition go, before I commence this program, I have to put my constant P across. That is to remind you to pray for the IDF. It is very, very important that each time that you go on your knees, you do remember to pray for the IDF. And also, the second is to remember to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. It is very, very important that you remember to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And as you do all these things, Almighty God will bless you. So thank you once again for being here. God bless you. I'll let somebody else to do the same. This is the City of David Radio. And I can see our lovely sister who is always with us here from United States of America. That is Mambi is here. Thank you for being here. God bless you. As you come, you are let somebody else to do the same. This is the City of David Radio. If you are listening on the app, if you are listening on Ghana Web, everywhere you are, we welcome you from Israel. We are coming to you live from Levanda 17, to be precise, in South Tel Aviv, Israel. That's where we are broadcasting from. So thank you once again for being here. I'll let somebody else to do the same. Having put my constant P across, allow me now to greet and welcome my other viewers. And of course, I will be back. Jo etiefo eni ahwefo me mamu nyina adwo me sanso mamu akwa baba enne obra ejumade iso yeka obra na je se abrabo mu nsam edoso obroni se ni nyina asechire ba ko, it's about life. Yetin kwan mu de nsam ne de bebre na efa hin na yehwe de edimu akotene na yede braw na ejumade ya tudi sabe sakli konkonsa wo ka ka sabe je mokomeni yo kake sakplie ye ka sakplia na imbe sakplia manya mereka fanya na ye ka konkonsanso dia na je se nya obakofo na die enti ube priunia uba superpe na so wa pre bi na no so abekan ho na ye de dwumade no abraw na wo so wetimi akere wadwene se dia ese enti medamase medamu nyina ase se mudi mu afidie na atoa na ansa na no me wa mamre a mentimi enkonya enti mama mre ne sen eni nyina ene sen ne odofo me kai wo se abribia okotodwa no akai se obebom paye ama IDF fofo me kai IDF na me kire Israel asrafo ai abra wada awo wodwuma mu ye wonyama no na sem bebre ene ekoso enti kakra obetimi aye se obekai mpaebom ne etoso mienu se obekai Jerusalem asundwe ewo mpaebom mani nya wehia de ogidi ni bia esese ukai Jerusalem asundwe ewo mpaebom enti we ni samfa mienu abra bia megima akonya menkonya enti abra me de ato we de na che se road ni a open e kwada ho It's me at what you might so then they was no con. I you would not you would not oh long time no seen. Nadia don't be about drum. Ama abroa yi poma kwanso my ne nya oh ya guess abrabia na nke ne na na bobu nsema ya na ye de to ana sensema o eso nyama 1 to 1 to no wontimi yentimi hunu kra na de adom bi aso ye so ama ya dokita abeka yensa ene enwure enti enche ye beko doctor ho na yakọ mana kwaba sononko na ansa na no senya munim dwumade kasa na de nyina afako enti yebekọ akoma Dr. Kwaba na chese yahye dwumade na se. So thank you all once again for being here. Let somebody else to do the same. Today we are privileged to have a guest here, a guest that we happen to be with us for some time. We miss him. It has been a while, but thank God today he has made it here. And so viewers, let's welcome the man of the moment. He is our guest today to discuss the various issues that have been tabled. So that's the man on your screen. For you, those who are familiar with the City of David Radio, especially the OBRA show, you should know him by now. Well, he's in the person of Reverend Dr. EMMANUEL OFORI. Reverend, welcome to the City of David Radio once again.
Thank you.
Especially welcome to the OBRA show.
Bedankt, mevrouw.
Bedankt. That's the word that I miss so much. This is the word that I miss so much. It has been a while. I didn't hear.
It's been a while, yeah.
Nobody is telling me the Bedankt. The Bedankt ran away.
Bedankt ran away. Now Bedankt is here.
Amen. Amen.
It's here.
Amen. I thank God that the Bedankt is here.
It's back.
It's back.
Yeah.
Yes, it's back. I hope that at least we should have once a week. We should be able to see you once a week.
Yeah, because this is the election year, so I'll make it possible to be here once a week.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. We need that. So we thank God for that. We are happy to see you, viewers.
Amen.
I'm very delighted to see you. We miss you so much, and we thank God for such a day. Anyway, we haven't asked, how are you doing?
To God be the glory.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. As we all know, this time we are not in normal times. It is global issue. So we are managing here and there. Yeah. But the grace is sufficient.
The grace is sufficient, and
we
are on top.
Amen.
We are managing the situation.
Amen.
The situation is not managing us.
Not at all.
Yeah, we are on top.
No.
Yeah.
So we thank God for that. Anyway, we are happy to see you.
Thank you.
All right. On that note, viewers, that's Doug who will be accompanying us this evening. I will table the issues, and then you will be hearing from him very soon. So thank you once again for joining us, Reverend Dr. EMMANUEL OFORI.
You're welcome.
Well, that was our guest of the day. Now let's go to the issues, the matters, what is up, what is down. Well, COVID is still here. It's unabated. COVID have not run away to anywhere. It's still here globally. Every country is feeling the heat. There's no country that is exception. And so we live in Israel. So we quickly look at the trend and the figures here in Israel, and then we take it from there. So what we have here in Israel is the total figure, the total number is increasing. As I said last time, since the lift of the restrictions, we have seen an increased number. The numbers continue to increase. So what is going on is the government is trying to put more, to make sure that the existing rules are being yielded to or being obeyed. So he has given the authorities more, the security authorities authority or power to enforce the rules so far as the COVID-19 is concerned. So let's look at the figures. As it stands today, it's 64,000 64,649. This is a big, huge number. 64,649. That's the total figure from day one. Today, additional case is 600 and wow. Today is 664. That's 664. Wow. Huge number as well. Well,
it's reducing.
Yeah, the death toll here is 480. The death toll is 480 from day one. And then today, unfortunately, those who pass on is six people pass on today. Then the recovery, those who have recovered now is 32,117 people have recovered from the COVID-19. This is what we have here. And so far as Israel is concerned, most restrictions, of course, has been lifted. We can say that we are in a second wave of the virus, and the government was trying to put more restrictions. But however, the citizens, and when it was put on, let me say, Knesset, the equivalent to Parliament, they dispute it and realize that it will not go in favor of the citizens because the virus, we don't have timeline. They don't know when it's going, and so we have to manage it and live alongside with it. So most of those restrictions did not come to be. However, the government have put some assistance package for those who are unemployed, and we can see a lot of demonstrations going on these days that even though they have been promised, some say it's not enough, and some too are not receiving what has been promised to them. So prompting demonstrations here and there in Rabin Square in Jerusalem, we all saw it over the weekend. So this is, so far as Israel is concerned, this is what is going on. The government is still managing the situation, and then the demonstrations are going on here and there. Now let's look at the foreign community in Israel, what is going on with us. With sufficient grace, the number is very few. You can say that just 2-3 people have gotten the virus so far as the Ghanaian community is concerned. But the foreign community also, of course, we also live here. So some of us, some of our members too, have gotten the virus and have received treatment, and some have been discharged and doing very well. And we also have some people, as I speak to you, in quarantine, receiving treatment and of course observation. So the message for the foreign community from the Ministry of Health and the government of Israel is to urge all the foreigners to go to the various centers and do the COVID tests. It's free of charge for you those who are not documented and are afraid that maybe you'll be checked by the immigration police. They want to assure you that that will not take place because the program is pandemic, and all they want you is to be well. Go and test. They will not ask you for money. It is important that you get tested and get well. Your health is the most important thing right now. So if you are a foreigner, you are living in Israel, just walk to any center that they are having the COVID test and have your test. Make sure you leave your credible or real telephone number so that they can trace you and give you the result within 3 days. So it is very, very important that you test, because what is going on is that there are some people that are carrying the virus that are not showing symptoms but are spreading it. And sometimes you have it but you don't know, but all you are doing is you are spreading it because of your immune system. You cannot break down, or your immune system is fighting it, but then you keep sharing it to others. So the earlier you know, the better, and the earlier you get diagnosed, the better you stand the chances of recovery. So please, If you haven't gone to the testing center, go and then receive your test. It's free of charge. So that's just about the foreign community. There's also another notice here for us that some people are desperate for work, and then we should be careful which work to take at this given moment. I think we'll break that down when we change the language. So that's just about Israel and the Ghanaian community. We thank God for that. Now, yeah, so far as Israel is concerned, this is what we have for you today. Now let's quickly move to our motherland, Ghana, and see what is the major headlines there as well. So, well, Ghana is also part of the global world, of course. So we also have our share of problems so far as the COVID is concerned. And then, well, the numbers also in Ghana is increasing. We have the total number that we have as of today is 33,624. 33,624. That's the total figure from day one. And the death toll is 169. The recovery stroke, that's where I always have my problem with my motherland, Ghana. Don't do this. Don't tell me recovery stroke discharge. If the person have recovered, he has recovered. Okay, so what we have here, recovery stroke discharge, sorry, is 29,801. 29,801. You may hear me talking about it. Why am I saying the discharge? Why are they writing recovery and discharge? Because what is going on is that some people are not receiving tests before they get discharged. So you can see that you cannot say 100% that this person has been discharged. For the rules that to know that this person has been cured from the virus is when you get it, you get a test. A test proves that you've gotten the virus. So after treatment, you have to go to the same test, and then when the test proves that you are negative, then they can confidently say that you have been discharged. You are recovered. So in the absence of the second test, that's why sometimes you see that they make recovery stroke discharge. So that is just about our motherland, Ghana. So let's see the major headlines in the various newspapers as they present them to us in Ghana. And then we'll go to the talk of the day in Ghana, what most people are talking about. This is what we are also going to discuss here, and also see a number of two things that is plugging in our motherland, Ghana. Okay. So let's see some of the newspapers headlines here that we have today. Yeah, today is 28th. So we have the statement saying that DKM customers get 100% payment. That's a headline there. And then we in the South also we have another saying Akufo-Addo commission a major water project up north. Okay, that's on the statement. And the dispatch said that working with Rawlings for 19 years. That is another headlines there. Then on the same dispatch, you see that victory for Mahama is certain. That is another headline there. And then we also have the break. It's a public death hit 25,000. This is a huge figure. The public debt hit 25.0. No, 25,000. 20 no 258.00 billion. This is what is written there. I'll come back to that and pronounce it very well. So that's the public debt. And then we also have well, I want to read all the this is the Ghanaian Times saying that the EC registered over 12 million in 4 weeks. Okay. Yes. And then we have the national also the national also this headline said that Nana Mahama adore first female next vice president. Okay, and that's another headlines. And then we also have the guide which say Aindaho rates Akufo-Addo, or that's another headlines there. And then we also have Searchlight's a major water project for northern region. That's it. And then we have the Daily Post. The Daily Post say that we have chosen the path of peace and inclusive. That is Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai on the front line there with the ex-president John Dramani Mahama. And also have the Daily Guide also said the Daily Guide said that Mahama brother snatched Amidu. Okay. Then we also have the ABC News. It said Akufo-Addo procrastinate in COVID fight. Open. Okay. Proactive. Akufo-Addo proactive in COVID fight. That's Kojo Opon Nkrumah. Okay. So that's just about some of the headlines that we have in the Ghanaian news, the various newspapers in our motherland, Ghana. So now, what has been the talk of the day in Ghana? What is people talking about everywhere? Well, you listen to the Daily Post, the Daily the Daily Graphic or the Daily Post, which have said we have chosen the path of peace and inclusive by Professor Jane Nana Ajimai. Who is Professor Jane Nana Ajimai? Why is she? If you go to the Ghana news today, she's everywhere. That's the talk of the day. That's the noise everywhere. Ghanaians are talking about it today. Today, the news has narrowed to her. That's the focus of the day. And why? Why? Well, maybe let me take you back a little bit. She's the candidate or the vice president that have been chosen by the National Democratic Congress. That's the major opposition party in Ghana to will be the running mate of the opposition leader in the coming election. And as the constitution demands, they have to adore a running mate, because it's not a running mate is chosen by the flag bearer. So yesterday she was adored, and then she gave a very powerful message, of which most people have heard it, but we are here. We'll listen to her a little, and then we'll start going to the discussions one by one. So let's quickly listen to one of the points, or the main points that she made yesterday. Okay.
Far as a nation to still cling to our primordial tribal bigotries. This must stop. Diversity is a source of great strength. Whether you are Ga, Infante, Sisali, Ewe, whether you are Gonja, Asante, Zima, or whatever, or Mampusi, or any other ethnic group, you are valued as a Ghanaian. As if all of this is not bad enough, the level of violence, brute force, bloodletting, and sheer breakdown of law and order in an otherwise straightforward act of registering to vote is unbecoming of our country, especially of a country that until recently was hailed as the fulcrum of democracy in our region. How did we descend into this situation? The answer is simple. When there appears to be selective justice, when some offenders are not even placed on the hook, but are hailed and promoted and excused for being nasty and violent, the logical outcome is what we see. This situation of people dying, being harassed because they have decided to register to vote, it's not a story you can tell any child in the future. How will you begin that story? We need to show up and vote come December 7th. Each one of us must jealously guard our sacred right to vote and reject the attempts by some to disenfranchise some. We are all Ghanaians and we love this country deeply and we make contributions to the running of our country. Do not let anyone make you feel otherwise. The choice we have in this election is very clear. We can either build a Ghana where every citizen, regardless of background, is afforded equal opportunity to become their best selves. Or we can continue on a path where a few people attempt to control and dictate the destiny of the people who have given them the privilege to govern in the first place. If we choose to be anywhere as a country, the destination should not include a place where a 90-year-old woman is stoned to death because somebody has decided that she's a witch. What is that? I call on our security agencies to convince us that she has not died in vain. As indicated, the 21st century is nearly 20% of the time gone, and we shouldn't be here. The very foundations of our democracy so threatened by unimaginable levels of arrogance, of intolerance, of violence, of human beings playing God, our economy struggling, our tongues tied to the roof of our mouths, our citizens feeling unsafe, our farmers unsure of when to plant crops due to climate change.
Okay. I think we had enough. It's a lengthy speech, but you've got some idea or some of the points she made. She made some points that's the most important thing. We want to get some of the points that she was making. So we will move on to the program. From here, I don't think we need to break it down again because you are with us. But then let me add another point, and then we'll go to Doug, and then we'll start the discussion. Well, I think the professor have already said about that one, so I need not to repeat, but we are going to talk about that one too. When we talk about the old lady, a 90-year-old, it means in Ghana you cannot be blessed, you cannot grow old, because once you get to a certain age, somebody can just say that you are a witch, and if you are not careful, you'll be stoned to death. This is what happened to the woman that we just heard the professor talking about. We are all in Ghana here when George Floyd, or what is his name, the black man that died in America, and the Ghanaian government set a podium, they are making funeral. I don't know what kind of hypocrisy is that, but people are dying unlawfully in Ghana and nobody does a thing. So our own people we don't value, but because it's somebody in America or the world is crying, we'll cry along. she mentioned that there's another disgusting, I don't know how to, I can't even find words to describe this incident, that a 4-year-old boy opened a fridge to take some meat, and then the father comes to chop off his hand. Some things you cannot even talk about it. Let me change the meter. I many walk rise and make kind of perfume. Akola wako bie fridge yi na marry. Now o papa by the sick can be chuchanensa. E di blade chuchanensa akola 4 years old. 4 years. We ni hwan. Sakra na me mpese meka kra na me failure because sebio adumade enye Ghana fo nkwa na yetio. Mafo tie ni abso pa. Ai na nsam na ba ne de egu enim ase. Yo etiefo nsam a eda ho no ai ene ya sole na Ghana for sole ye de ukọ news ba bia edije mensa ene no Mr. Jemensa why are they another day nana Jane opoku ajimai jeje mensa de omaka kakere bi oni de bia ye bonidi ono ye isi friend say boss ono de bia ye bonidi nti asa ni di ni eyaka enipanum nana Jane opoku ajimai ha ene de okoba bia nana Jane opoku ajimai ya de chin no news no de bia bia ene di ni de yemkonya na yese enra adwuma de course no nti no ade chin ye na se analysis for ebinfo trase na ye bobo hu no yo ene ye ti aye mi se doctor abeka yensa enti konkonsanso de enye bakofo na die nti no mo nyina mutie ni speech no na ensama ya bobo so yi ye beko na doctor so ewo ha enti ordinary nchira kese ene ni osusu fa ensam no ho no ebeto enti doctor biom ma kwaba eba OBRA edumade su a ye hwe de nsam ni nyema ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu edikan aka corona no asem ewo aha eni Israel aha eni Ghana nyina also enkoda sa enso na ye mami nso de ebeto dwa na ne kasa mu nso no okan se eni kwan se nade achi sei na oba eni kwan se obitimi nyini ana nyame suro bi se wanyini ache na eno nso abaye problem no so oba akufo timi kasa we ma declare ni say na no ano e betimi ekun instant justice na yekun no so wase eni enyan pa enti papa somebody the headlines ni bi yekenkan enti wada horoma na also
yo you aba be da wase say wa mame sa akwanya yi na me chie tiefo nso ni na yahwefo a mo hwe the city of David radio ne Facebook live ane mo hwe YouTube ni na so we da be ehram ya ba nde ni aba nti ni eda ponzo no na ye be bobo ho na ye hu se ni eko he kan COVID-19 no Israel has say ene kan no ekosro so em say omo ho to mo so ekosro na Ghanaian community so minim nipa bi a enye bi a se ne ho ato na ma na be fi nti say nyame ana ye da na se ti na ye da nyame ase na Ghana so he normals na akosro yi so omo ho to mo so adults when say recovery and discharge near omo so de omo koto quarantine ti say or recover near discharge from the quarantine no akofie nti em say no na Dr. Koboy deputy minister for health the two just sana etie enye bibi hu bia nti ye da nyame ase say Ghana for enhotom Ghana senior doctors ni bi ne herbal doctors ni bi church say amanfo nkoso ani nuane be boost immune system no e be koso di dawa prekese ko zuso anum ne akakadru ne hwentia anum ne suruwisa anum ne sa those are the things that boa boost immune system down the long num ne ne ga ka ho ni na no dia ebeboa boost immune system no ana kwa ususu ano ne prekese ne abenkwan no ekoyie pa the brother because hey we dey around chale we need to dey change no ekoyie nti se unya enhye biase a bomodi ana hyase na very good pa boost immune system no na matem ya strong. Once when you mind na kama na I sorry I was yeah no near saying I said we boy home by na COVID need the WHO for aka say abani ya but driving Father Anthony Fauci no go my confused but nyame ncha de ye hu ne kwan e fa so e be so anu ye ma ye ndi inuane e be boost immune system no na nose masks so ya ka say ye nhye ne oronsa no ne sanitizers na e use no all the protocols ni na e be to me dey aye juma because the way our be mu kra ma Ghanaians say sorry kra be sha say etimi afa o full capacity trotro ne taxis ne plane domestic plane airlines ni na
there's no one lifted ban on
oh I left it on churches.
No, I mean the
no domestic airlines no domestic ones no yeah but not social distancing normal for food but it's so much
they say it's trotro yeah for food
and ni na ne so over here so be abeshe nose masks no and our rooms and we use sanitizers no and I've zoom kokromu ko ye atanfie na bo ho ban because ni aba no say obi abo ne ho ban ni itumi tena ni itumi ko ye adwuma na bibia ye den ekoso yeah because intimi enhye dem sa say Israel no mo no fiti last week no mo ye demonstration against say omo prema mine no Knesset no and lock it down omate omasenso omo ye because there's a lockdown no end that form and COVID-19 so umsaba by your boy ho ban na se hwe hu ya ebetumi ne natena ana ye de hu share ade nso nsan so a ne di na hyede so a se ne waka se o ma yare a ode to misrim for so mfa bi ntu ye so no obekoso anu aboy ho ban o ma nsa yare bi emma mekan na ebetumi akọ aba every day ama life and so I am normal very very important yeah to also and run you see ya o boma eti esi ya so bi enim na Jane Opoku Ajimana na ono na first no 2012 riba 2016 no education minister oboa my twa allowances nim teachers training nursing training allowance training ne penso
let me point
you
teacher allowance was not cancelled papa mama correct me man to aso papa me ma wo end to aso can you yeah okay and ma so and ma fontie wo baba and you be
but so be anymore nti say nyame ya dom na say na ba so me ya ni me very very important tre as
mama ndu mic no ndu mic no ya na fe papa me pacho City of David radio no em say o mama license etini say nti no we have to be factual etimi srawada the first that we can say ono no we twa there's a friend no that is not the case and no nya factual because that's not what happened it was not cancelled they use it to promote the teachers to further their education and that was it was an exchange of a program so can no, she was the minister. It's a government policy. She was the minister. And the teachers' allowance was not cancelled. They use it to give them scholarship to promote their education. And so let's say it as such. Say it the way it is. That's all. It was not cancelled. The teachers' allowance was not cancelled. It was given to them as a scholarship, as a loan. And this is what you people, and I said, the public, the misconception that you gave the public, which is wrong. It is young kind of saying, and anyway, you cancel the allowance. There was no teacher Nibi Wagana. I just said 2015-16. No, I'll bet me a fresh as a CSA or no, you cancel the allowance. Let him call. Obi any or better say you cancel the allowance. When you have allowance and it has been withdrawn, it means it has been taken from you. But it was a program that they did so that as the 75 is a new program, and it starts from the new entry. So nobody allowance was cancelled. They all received their allowance to the end. So it was a program that I would say, all I want you to do is to be factual. Go on, sir.
And Tisania medical cannot sanity. And also na ne friends so no. Well, only to na ma a culture for some factual common school na teacher for and I am a Nigerian supi says to say at least yenya Oba be running mate ama the major opposition party Ghana. Send your money no amount for actual Madrid that na 7th December so obi any baby echo. Send your echo now say register abomodian register because 4 weeks here almost start here the beginning amount for saying ye registration within 4 weeks someone register over 12 million people are very encouraging. Until we know say 2 weeks now I cannot me I register I call when him na see prediction and I say omo nsema I want to just say at the end normal so me register over 16 million Ghanaians no na etumi abem pepepe na ama 7th December I be in Ghana for baby omo de omo ni akira omo ya omo adwin say omo ma niema pa a ekoso no atoaso no etimi atoaso efi onso na ye ba ye maame ne so a wadi 90 years ebi no ewidifo nipa bonefo kontompofo na brabafo bi de abo ne de na nie enia enwanwa kra ne se mmemman kantinka na matimi atwa ho ahia antimi ahwe anstopo ama abrewa onya 90 years they say just unyi nko ade a oye bayifo ade a asefem na omunso omanyi omuska de yenka so mo ya bayifo so oyo uhieni nko ana se unyi na ebro so de a oye bayifo na oye bayifo a esese yekun ade nti ana mutimi ehwe ejina ho emayitimi si obi abo ekunu sania IGP ama directive say omonko investigate na omo yes ano yenchiom ni na no mejididi ye ebechiom ni na na de omo ko omo di sa nyamrasem ne de omo ko kugina emranim ama emrani omo di ni sania say because Ghana yenye oman a ye yesa Ghana yenye oman a yesa but akoso ewo baby ama yen crofobia or ye jelium so je ni pani bia omokobu no ekunu no oman sa pro no man omo yesa no e kochichi wo nti won ma ewe mi gidi se e bechichi wo de omakugina emranim ama emrani omo di because e ade enye ana ni twato papa wadi ne ba wadi ne demo ete say oba 4 years akobi fridge akoyi akokonam they said every said yeah I any day me say me call on my Ghana na me call pet dan bisi o de oba no say obewi anamari na obetwitwa ne sa de fa ne breme me amekum na ntwe kra manari mekum na ntwe amanari because abo Friday nka oya de kra yetia no na enye say obefa eye breed ananse sekan na odi twitwa aden o yenipa ben nipa ben even aponche kra ene ni wo fie ananse nkokọ kra wo fie kra so de na no to aduan no di a ye de sekan twa wo na nipa nyame abo ne se so na edi ni ewu edi ne dem ete se akwala keto anso oni hwe ti ne friend se abofra bonafra oni hwe enam da ho bewi yeah
na nam kra de nke de
aba fa na mwe a senka we de ade
seka wu da
nyame la kra ye boase ye be mo proteins ama o matimi anyi aye from because milk ni meat no omo ne de mo no matimi anyi ama yare boni bi anka nti ye hwe na empanifo a esumni widisem ewo makoma mu saa no omo ntumi enjai no omo yimfio because enye ade papa kra eni airtime and enam abefo tintan abantin bibia won se edaso na she oman na nyunyam she oman nyunyam because people back say abe anase nkate ba ko enye no the friend nkate ye dodo mu a won se ne enye ni mu na atake over ne ni na nti yenhwe na do suban boni na enye no se ukusi abrewa bo kun se ususu se oyebefo ususu se oyebefo ntezu kun abofra ko yi na mari nti na akola abofra wedi 4 years you feel 9 na odi break ko twitwa nsa say denti yeah odi me na maka che Ghana for no so wo Ghana me de me no ma betudwa ya do fo say oba ko wi awaduane adi akọ a won marry na so obedi ne dem say o de bra o de frame meto na ntwie de achew na ma je abofra no mia mekum na ntwie ama na ye den are me no ama na wi university wi university na de opa be faniko at least we do no wani but so obedi ne dem a eti say de enye kra nti mesre say omo eyesa no omijai because enya dia ehye onyankopon animonyam kra
yo ne doctor etimi kan here no na metri na quality doctor kan here ha no ye mama emphasize on the level of violence that is going on which has characterized this registration but obviously doctor didn't tackle on that. So I'm bringing him back to that table. That level that today in Ghana, somebody can just come to you and tell you that you are not a Ghanaian. Somebody, the military going house to house, looking for what I don't know. That they are looking for people that are not a Ghanaian. Some people are being disenfranchised. Some people are being fight. A parliamentarian who's supposed to know, a lawmaker who's supposed to know better, went to the police station, fire a gun, and then lo and behold, from the president.
Next time,
nobody has even said anything, and this is premeditated. She planned it from the house. She's not under any threat. She went there to cause violence. And listen to me, you viewers that are listening to me now. If you go and fire any gun, you'll be arrested. And listen to what we are talking about, saying that it's a double standard. In a central region.
Registered gun, yeah, the man I am from.
No, wait for me. You want to justify the behavior? Okay, you have plenty of time to justify that. We are talking about the law not being applied evenly. This is a man who challenged somebody. He said, what? You are a chairman and so what? You are causing problem here. You are a chairman and so what? And that landed the man in, he was arrested. The man was arrested and sent before court. And right now, as I tell you, he's before the law. And somebody, the same person, the same Ghanaian, took a gun. And when they say, oh, where I was going, I took a gun and I fired in the midst of people and burned some motorbikes that have been parked there. And glory be to God, everybody is praising him, from the president to the ruling party. There was nobody who has condemned that. And what are you saying to that? We must applaud this kind of behavior, the law that is not being applied evenly.
I think, say, I mean, say, when your information.
Who didn't get? Let me play it for you, master. No. This is what he said.
No alcohol registration.
Yes. Yes, this is what she did.
No.
This is exactly. Oh, master. No. You can't justify this kind of behavior.
Law enforcement agencies.
So today, the ruling party continue to praise it, to praise the behavior.
Investigation. The outcome of it, no, even said.
Debbie, na se mutwana mubom nsem ema sa behavior. It's appalling.
Obusa me personal opinion mo kra. Next time kra so bazooka kra konfanko.
Okay. That is why people are saying, that's why we are saying that this level of violence should not continue. That somebody will be in a queue and then you go there and say, oh, I see you are not a Ghanaian. That is the right thing. That's what happened. We are all listening. Nobody is fabricating news here. That's why I always want you to listen before we discuss the point.
I don't care discussion.
No. And the woman was talking about violence.
The American say, easy idea.
Register
nipa over.
Na say you know what the ambassador be register, say we register.
Ghana phone so register, o ma out register.
registration
there nipa ho adwuma de HS nkakra bi be koso, but at least they have been able to overcome it and they have registered over 12 million people, which is very, very encouraging.
What is going on in Ghana, we have to speak to it.
Committee at Asakwema on Wednesday morning. Correspondent
has been monitoring this is another issue
and has come through.
Okay, I'm going to talk. I'm going to play the clip of them. That's why I always tell my producer that I'm not content because I want the viewers to see the clip before. Look, over 100 people here that have been pulled out from the clip simply because their names don't sound academic. Is it okay? Must we allow this kind of behavior to continue in Ghana in this 21st century? Look at all this. I think you can see from where you are. US may not. You see. Take somebody from the queue and then I look at your face, the sound of your name, you don't sound Ghanaian. Who is a Ghanaian? Who is a Ghanaian? And what does the Constitution say is a Ghanaian? Listen to this.
At least they haven't finished the registration.
No, but so this is what is going on.
Whatever the issue is, the EC will tackle it.
Okay, sir, I want viewers to listen to this.
The EC will tackle it.
My grandfather was born in Ghana.
Okay, let's listen to this man who was pulled out of
my father was born in Ghana. Myself, I was born in Ghana. School in Ghana. I've represented Ghana internationally on different occasions. I don't see any reason why you object or you challenge me not being a Ghanaian without giving any reason. My understanding of the whole thing is to waste your time, to frustrate you. I went there to register with Ghana passport with more than 7 visas, and I have traveled with those visas. And I wonder how I leave the shores of Ghana, not being a Ghanaian, first, second, third. Nobody arrested me. But on the basis of registration for my electoral commission to exercise my right as a citizen, somebody thinks I'm not a Ghanaian without giving any reason. It was later the person gave a reason which is baseless, that I was called Shola. And I don't have any document which bears Shola as well. Shola is a nickname. I will not run away from it. It's a nickname. But that we don't give citizenship based on names. He himself called Seth to for Seth. Seth is a Western name. It's not a Ghanaian name. So what kind of, I'm just saying, you must fear God. That is all I can say.
I was challenged during the registration.
For what?
Residential, this thing. They say I didn't come from that area. Once we are from there, all my family, our family house, we live from there. But the guy that challenged me, I don't know him from that area, but he said I doesn't live from there.
Okay.
This is my first time of registering over there.
There are several of this tape that it doesn't sit well with me.
But this is no case.
It's hard to listen to this thing.
This is no
and
case.
The problem here is the people you are listening to.
This is no case.
These people, the one
because
challenging.
they have a challenge form.
No, but were they even given a challenge form? These people throw them out from the queue, and they shouldn't. It shouldn't be the case that Ghanaian should be taken out because the thing is happening in a particular routine that they are not familiar with your name.
No, that's
and
what I'm
all
saying.
These people here,
the
you can see
they haven't finished the registration.
No,
they have to take it
the
on.
problem, what
because
we are
according to the EC, they are not supposed to be taken out of the queue.
But this is what is going on. Some people are being
register them and then challenge.
So the fact that this is going on
you
is
take
wrong.
The
fact that you challenge somebody based on the sound of his name or ethnic is what we are talking about.
No,
the ethnic different
because
all
there
these
is a
people,
procedure that you have to go through.
All these people that you are seeing here are not accounts. That is what is happening.
It's not about not.
That is what is happening. That's what you see the Muslim lady. That's what is happening, and we have to speak factual.
No.
But you can't see the people.
No. Let me tell you that.
These are the people. Nobody was challenged here.
The EC has a procedure.
The EC have put the procedure, and they are not following.
So look at these challenges and take it to the EC.
The guy speaking. And the lady speaking, she's a Muslim.
They have to take it to the EC office. They have district office, they have regional office, they have national office.
We have a lot of these cases that we are talking about. That's promoting the violence.
It's not about promoting the violence.
Yes, you
are
promoting
the challenging forms that if you feel somebody is not a Ghanaian or somebody is
Who
not
are you
eligible
to say somebody is not a Ghanaian in the first place?
No.
By the sound of their name.
No.
Who are you?
You can challenge it.
You can challenge
And then
it
they will be
in
registered
in a court.
and they will take it to court.
Yes, but you don't go pulling somebody because the
No,
sound
they
of
are not
his name.
supposed to pull them because that is for
Okay.
the easy procedure.
Okay, so this is what is
So
going
those
on.
who are doing it, they have already they are not going according to the procedure of the EC. So they have a case. They have to take it to the EC office. The EC office, they are there. They will handle it.
We do it.
Yes. The registration has not ended. And they can do that.
So this is the violence that is going on currently,
This is not
and
a violence.
it is violent because they are in this case. This man,
So
you
far
see
as
that
I'm concerned,
this
the
man
exercise
is
has been
not
very successful.
well.
Because if they have been
This
able to
man,
register over 12 million
you can
people,
see that this
then
man
it's very
is not.
successful.
He has not been injured. But in other cases, what about the soldiers that are going house to house? What are
The
they looking
soldiers are
for?
not going house to
They
house.
went house to house.
they
I
are
can
helping-
prove it to
they
you.
are helping the
They are not helping
the
anybody.
bordermen,
I'm telling you what is
the
happening
immigration
on the
people
ground.
to
They
take
are
care
not.
of our borders.
They
So that people will not cross from other countries
Look.
to this country.
From henceforth, I want my producer to listen to me and listen carefully. I want to talk to factual. I don't want to speak and not people not being in the video. So I think, Mr. Producer, you are on the line. Please, I want all this clip to be shown. This is what is going on, and we must condemn it. I think you sitting here, you have advantage. You can see. They are beating this guy simply because they think he shouldn't. This is it, and you can see the clip. And so if I watch this clip, I will not clap. I will not condone this behavior. And this is behavior we have to condemn as a nation. You need to condemn this behavior as a nation.
As a civilian, if you want to fight a soldier man, go do you think it will happen to
This
you?
is not civilian fighting, this is civilians. He was on the field and they took him out to beat him. You see what is going on? And so if I see why should you beat this man because he's in the queue and you think he's not a Ghanaian? And then the whole gang got to this man and start beating him up. You see, these are the sides of these are some things that as a citizens of a nation, we all have to use one language to people who are doing this. That is condemning it. If you condone this kind of behavior, then you are the same like the guys who stood and watched the old lady being beaten to death.
But
Because
every polling station, there is a security personnel there.
what are the
So what is
security?
happening?
So ask my yes, that's a good question. Ask the security men what are they doing before this is happening. The thing
Then
is,
investigation
thing
must
is,
be done
it is
through
happening.
and then we see what happens. Because it's not
what we
happening
are
everywhere.
saying is it is happening. Is
It's
it
not
good?
happening everywhere.
It is.
So
Is it good? It is
the
happening.
places that it is happening, we should ask the security
Yes.
personnel.
The
Why are
point
they there?
is, one thing I always emphasize here: we don't fabricate the news.
No. What
So
are
the thing is
security
happening.
personnel? What are they doing
So
there?
ask them. Ask them.
Yeah,
we
there is
should
no
ask
investigation.
them what they are doing.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is,
We have
it
to
is
report it
happening.
to the appropriate court
It is
and
happening.
The investigation must go through it.
Yes,
and then we find out.
and we shouldn't
what
excuse this kind of behavior
Yeah.
because
And if
for
you
all
also,
you know,
when you go to the registration center, just comport yourself. And
what's
go to the-
comforting? The person is in the line. Look at a mob beating him up. He's in
He
the line.
went there and straight away they started doing it.
Of course, we didn't hear.
That's why they have to investigate. Because
This is
there
what
is
is going
security
on
personnel
because they
there.
think he's not a Ghanaian. And there are so many cases that we don't have enough time to talk about it. My point is, any violence under that is happening in our motherland should be condemned
Yeah.
by any reasonable being.
The security personnel
It should
will
not
go
be
through it.
selective at all.
Yeah, the law enforcement agency.
We
will
should
take
not be
it on.
selective.
They will take the matter on and then
You
they
see,
will investigate.
so can
and
you
then
tell me that on
those
this
who-
police station there's no policeman there?
That is what I'm shocked because
Because
everywhere-
some of the police are standing there at bay. A policeman opened his mouth to say that my hands are tied. Who tied your hand? A policeman who is supposed.
how can a law enforcement agency say that?
Yes, he said it.
That means
It's
you
on
are
the
not
record.
qualified to be a police officer.
He is qualified whereby he is taking instruction from above.
How can
He has
decide?
been
You are there
instructed not to do anything.
Protect people.
This
and
is
then
what the
property.
people are talking about. You are not coming to the point. This is what we are talking about, that the law is not being applied equally. Because some of the policemen that are standing there are just working
we have fine
to
police
support.
officers, and we have
Yes.
fine police security
They are being
agencies.
instructed not to do nothing.
No, who instructed them?
Ask the policeman who said his hands are tied because he's receiving orders from above not to intervene.
No.
So
that is bad.
so I say to every citizen of Ghana,
Then it's not
if
a
you
police.
are standing, he's correct. He's a
officer.
correct policeman who cannot do it because he's
You
afraid
have
of
sworn
losing
an
his
oath
work.
to protect people and
He
property.
is
So how can
doing for his saving his job. He's receiving orders from above not to do nothing. And this is what we have to speak to.
Yeah.
For a nation to move
we all
forward,
have to condemn
the
it.
law have to
What
be the
happened in
same.
Tripoli, and then they
We have to condemn everything that is violent.
Yeah, it's true.
You see, so anybody that clap for violence,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see it because look at this old
Any
lady.
police officer who behave this way must be sacked from
So
the police service.
who sack him? The one who gave him the order supposed to sack him will not sack him because he told him that he's receiving order from above. Can you tell
Can a
me for
police
sure?
officer in Israel say
Can
that?
you tell me the police, because he knows his right and wrong.
Yes,
he know he
that's
left
what I'm-
from the
that's what
right.
I'm talking
A
about.
police officer will not take
Once you have
authority
sworn
from
an
above.
oath,
The difference you don't understand. A police officer here in Israel will not take any order from Netanyahu when he's on the duty because he knows that the law of Israel will protect him.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, the policeman know that the law will not protect him. There's an accident that last week, I think, yes, with a parliamentarian.
What are our institutions doing?
They are not. They don't go. They work only for the elite. They doesn't favor the poor. And this policeman don't want to lose his job, so he go along and play with it. What happened? There was an accident. This man of in parliament, he was coming behind. If even I don't know anything about driving, the bus driver was going. You came from behind and hit him. And when he got out from the car, do you know what he said? I'll make sure you lose your job. And this is what he told the policeman. Threatening the policeman, broad daylight, and he can do it. He can make sure that that policeman loses his job. He can make sure that that driver loses his job.
The law of karma is there.
So the law is
The law of
the
karma.
law is not working.
The law works.
The law is not working. It works only for some selective people. And this is what we are talking about. So long as the law is not working equally for everybody, there will be this kind of problem. And this is what the professor Jane Nana Opoku, I wanted to mention the Nana in addition. Nana Opoku Ajimai was emphasizing. Once the law works equally for everybody, there will be peace. Because I know that whatever I do, the same law will apply to me. And you also know that the same law will apply. So you see that we are all careful. But whereby I know that, oh, it is my government in power, I can do everything and get rid of it. So I will not respect the law. I went and pushed my car. I used your car to knock somebody. And you get up and warn the person that you are going to make sure that he loses his job. So where is the law working? This is what we are talking about. For us to enjoy peace in Ghana, the law must apply equally to everybody. Full stop. And also, you can't tell me that the where this woman was beaten to death, there's no policeman in that community. There's no man of a conscience, because there are a lot of people standing by and watching.
Yes. A lot of men.
Yes.
Yeah. So all of
So
them must be arrested.
it's the same. It's the same. Violence everywhere must be condemned. So long as we applaud violence, that it pinch you, it pinch a
Nobody
tree.
applauded it because I heard that the
It's
next day
not okay.
the IGP saw it and he ordered
It's not
his men
okay
to go
because
to
there was a
justice.
clip and the whole town have to be punished because there was a clip. All of them were standing
That's
there.
why, yeah, the investigation
So-
must go through, get people arrested and put them before the law,
Yeah.
and the law must take its course.
So, in fact, this kind of pervasive or whatever selective applicants of the law should be seized, should be stopped. That the law of the land should apply equally to every citizen. That's all. The only way we can enjoy total peace in Ghana is that you have you know that if it's not only a poor man who will go and steal bread that will go to prison for 15 years, and then the parliamentarian will commit a crime and sit behind his desk and be boasting. It should be equal, like Israel here, or like any country that want to move forward. It is the fear of law. The fear of law.
Like you can
but
see
if the president himself condone the violence that is going on, so who is who?
How can they say the president?
We can see it since when did the president talk about it?
We have law enforcement agencies.
No, who is the commander in chief that he allows soldiers to go from house to house and he's silent?
Commander in chief is the one who
yes,
go out and
he is in charge of the
people.
armed forces, and so he can tell them sit and they will sit. He can withdraw them. If you see that they are not doing it. Of course. What are they doing? They are not helping any immigration to protect who bother from who?
From COVID-19.
What
People
COVID-19?
are bringing COVID-19
Master,
from outside the country.
you cannot say that. That is not the case. That's not the case. It's just a mere say to protect. There's nothing like fear of COVID-19. Who should be afraid of you from COVID? You or the Togolese? Ghana, look at your figures.
They have come
and
out.
Togo, you know the number that is going on there.
It
is a lie. We want to be factual as much as possible, because the government have since changed its story 3 times. The first one is because of COVID. The next one is because of the registration. The third one is because we are received terrorist threats and blah blah blah. So, which one do you want us to take?
Yeah.
Okay,
so just Master, to protect our country.
My point still remain. And I still emphasize on it, and I will stand by it. That violence in any form,
it's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
Of course,
and should be condemned.
And then the law enforcement must take their course and then investigate and law, who are guilty before God.
Yes, the law should be applied equally.
Yeah, the law is applying equally.
Equally to every citizen.
Yes.
Not that you are
very soon. You see a lot of people that special prosecutor will put before court.
Your proper prosecution have not done nothing.
You put a lot before court.
Okay.
And then
so we should let the law of the land apply.
Yeah, and when it
because
does that,
when
it starts working,
entity here in Ghana that are still working free.
We
see the Egypt, the people who have condoned, they've planned to steal, and then the electricity company that they want to sell it for nothing. And yet still they are working free. All these people stealing the excavators anywhere, they are working free. Which law is working? Why should the law be selective?
There's good things are happening in the land. We can also talk about it.
So far as the law
now
is
free
selective,
electricity, free water, and a lot of things are happening.
I would like to play a clip for you for people who are not seeing anything.
A lot of things are happening, so we can also talk about that.
That part, what unites the nation, is what is important.
Now the SHS they are writing their exams, and not even one person has been sacked from school. They are all writing their exams.
So that is what is important.
It's a very good thing.
Anything that brings division, we should condemn.
That's why the good things also we must also talk about.
Anybody that will think that because of power, I must do everything to divide the nation.
Now,
nobody will applaud for it.
You read on Statement, the DKM or whatever, they have received their money fully.
Who has received what money? They said they will be paid.
No, I know some people who have received their money. There is one guy here in Israel. He put 100,000 Ghana cedis to the bank. Now he has received his money.
We don't have enough time to play more clips, so we'll leave it here.
So a lot of things are happening. Good things are happening, which we need also to talk about.
Most importantly, we want peace to reign in our motherland.
Like what the SHS, the final years, they are writing their exams, and not even one person has been sacked from school.
Not even one person has been sacked, but one person have died.
We thank God
by the look of them. So
it's sad that thing happened. I pray that it don't happen again. But those 1,200 over 1.2 million and the finalists are writing their exams, and not even one person has been sacked. It's a good thing, and it's a good sign for the nation.
Why do you expect them to be sacked? Why do you bring them in that point of being sacked?
A lot of times.
Why do you bring the point of being sacked?
A lot of times.
A policy has been implemented, so there's no need for you to go back and say somebody is being sacked.
A lot has been done
we have
previously,
to be
and now thank God that
you
their
want to
registration fee
go
and
back or
everything
you want
has
to
been-
move forward.
has
If you
been-
say that something is not good, you are
Oh,
implementing.
no, I'm saying
so where are
that
you
good
going?
things are happening that we
Of
need to also
course,
talk
it's-
about
it's
it,
the universe.
which is very,
Good
very,
and
very
bad
important.
happen. But what we emphasize on, we want to better our situation. And the only way we can better our situation is giving equal opportunity, equal right to every citizen. And the law of the land must apply equally. Regardless of who you are, the law must apply equally to every citizen. So, thank you very much. I will let you have your final word because it's very important that you give your final view in the mess of all. in the mess of all, you have to give your final words because here when you come, we enjoy your presence, but then we always want to be factual. We always want to be factual because we cannot be talking for the sake of it. Whatever is factual is what we have to emphasize on. So I'm very glad that you are here today because it has been a while. Yes, however, we must stick to the issue as it is. And so, Doctor, on this note, well, I think I took you back. Yes, I took you back from the boy. Okay, viewers, Doctor here is promising a home very soon. You'll soon be going to Ghana by the grace of God. And then he's promising a home for these children that are vulnerable.
Yeah.
And then we pray that
You just bring them to my home. I'll
Yes.
give the address and my telephone number.
Yes.
I'll take care of them.
Yes.
Send them to school, go
Yes.
to university.
Yes.
And after that, if you want to come for your child, you just come for your
Okay.
child. At least I'll protect them,
Uh-huh.
give them food to eat, more meat to eat,
Okay.
which I will not beat them. I'll be glad even for them to eat more meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hear him very well.
And I also have an NGO. That one we'll talk about that one later.
Oh,
Because
okay.
those ladies who are, I heard about a week or 2 weeks ago that there was this lady who got pregnant after 7 months. She aborted the baby and then killed the baby. And yeah, I'll have an NGO also. If you are pregnant and you think you want to terminate it, you just come to my house. I will take care of you, give you place to sleep, food, clothes, everything, medical care
Okay.
until you give birth. When you give birth and you think you don't like the baby, you just give the baby to me.
Okay.
I will take good care of the baby.
Okay.
After he has grown, you want to come back for the baby. You
Okay.
just come back for it. But for you not to terminate the pregnancy, because those children, they can't speak for themselves.
Yeah.
They can't protect themselves.
Yeah.
And yet still we abort them,
Yeah.
which is very bad. I'll make sure I'll take good care of them.
Okay.
And after they've grown and you want to come for them, yeah, you come for them in
Okay.
peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So on this note, let's give Doctor the final word because he has done so well. He has spent time with us. Hot or cold, he's here. He's here with us. Hot or cold, he's here. And today, well, I'm very joyful today. I'm very proud to be a Ghanaian, and especially a Ghanaian woman, because I've seen that we have come of age. The time is now. I see every child in Ghana, especially every girl, the stage or the bar has been lifted high for all these girls that may see to be a distant thing, that may never think that, oh, even I will be called upon, a woman can come to that high state. So I'm proud to be a woman today, and I'm happy for the lesson that this nomination will bring to a whole lot of Ghanaian women and girls that are coming up. Some of us, we may have passed that age, but those who are coming up, if you are in school today and you are a girl, you can dream big. you can know that, oh, it is possible that one day I can also climb that higher ladder. To be nominated alone is a big deal. So we thank God for the excellent choice that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made, and then it is our prayer and hope that she will soon be the next Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. And then we women will know that, yes, as the say go, say when you educate a woman, you educate a nation. And then when it is possible that today a woman too can stand tall with her head tall, not only because she's a woman, but she's bringing out all she have, the meritable position that she got. She's not getting that because she's a female. We are talking about the female issue because it has been long overdue. But then the quality that she brings on board needs to be applauded. Thank you very much. Let me quickly read some of the messages, and then you take the final word. So we have a lot of people that, well, it has scrolled on, but our dear sister from USA, Kunedu, is here with us, Beatrice. And then Aqua Bato saying, good evening, dear. Good evening, sir. Looking good. That is, yeah, Matilda. And say, thank you for the good job. Okay, yeah, Matilda, that's the Esther, I do say, watching. And then yesterday, the woman did very well. That's Mami Kunedu. And then I also have my sister here from Ghana, watching me from Ghana. That's Emma, Emma, my dear sister Emma, watching from Ghana. God bless you. And let me see what her message is. It said, God bless you. Yes, man of God. Yeah, he said, God bless you, man of God. Okay, can we have his number as we refer the case? Okay. So somebody want to have your number because you have promised those who are pregnant to come to your house, and then those who to have their children that they want to abandon them because of meat. So Emma, I will get you the number later as we go on. Currently, doctor is not in Ghana, but you should be there by the grace of God.
You can get my email address because the email address when I get to Ghana is the same.
It's the same. Okay.
That
okay.
Is
so
OFORI1. That's one word.
Okay.
OFORI1. OFORI ONE.
Okay.
At yahoo.com.
Okay.
Or EMMANUEL35@gmail.com.
Okay.
EMMANUEL35. It's a one word.
Okay.
EMMANUEL35@gmail.com or OFORI1. OFORI ONE. It's one word. At email at yahoo.com. Yeah, you can get me on that. And also, yeah, the Israel number, you know, when I get to Ghana, it will change.
It will change,
yes,
definitely.
Change. But the email address is the same.
Okay. Okay, so you heard, Doug. This you can always rewind this thing and take the number. But yet, I will email you. I will send it to you inbox. That's my sister, so I can get back to her and send her the number. So on this note, we want to say, I don't know if it is poverty or it's just wickedness for you to cut a 4-year-old hand because of chicken.
That's what I'm saying. It's wickedness.
It's wickedness. It can't be poverty.
Yeah, there's no poverty.
Because
we all have been in poverty before, but our parents took care of us.
Yeah.
They try everything to love us and take good care of us. So this is wickedness.
It's wickedness.
Yeah, this is wickedness.
How can you cut your daughter, your son,
no.
4 years? 4 years.
It's unacceptable.
4 years old. Because he took a chicken. Okay. So, Doug, take it from here. On this note, we want you to have your final word.
Yes, my final word that I want to tell Ghanaians and people listening to me all over the world that now the NDC flag bearer, His Excellency, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, now he's a flag bearer, has chosen a lady to be his running mate. And that thing, one thing that I want Ghanaians to know also, that she's not the first person that has been chosen to such a position, because we already have Kunadu Ajima, who was a flag bearer of a party.
We're talking about the two major political parties in Ghana. It's only two.
It is not.
Master, it's only two. No. And I will not allow you to underestimate. I will not allow you to underestimate, because we have only two parties.
No, it's not two parties.
It's two major political parties that have been winning election all the time.
That we run,
yes,
we
but who? When we talk
and
about politics,
we have also
in Ghana,
had Ekwiadonko also. He was traveling with.
Okay, sir. You have the last point, so go ahead. Yes. I will not interrupt you.
So this is not the first time that we are seeing this, but it's just that the strongest opposition party in Ghana have had this, and we thank God it has happened, that they are coming, and Ghanaians has already decided who they will vote for, and I thank God for it. And I also thank God that the registration exercise is going on very well. And I also speak to those who stoned this old lady to death, that the law is coming against them. And even if the law is not coming against them, we have the law of karma. Whatever you sow today, you reap in future. So people should know that and behave themselves well, and know that the aged, we love them, and they are a blessing to us in the land of Ghana. Thank you.
Okay. That was Dr. Emmanuel OFORI. We enjoy his presence here, but you can see the picture clear. So that we appreciate you so much.
This is not about the picture clarity. We are talking about issues.
Yes, because I mean the picture here is clear. Because
my picture.
Yes,
okay.
It's very clear.
Okay, good.
The picture is very clear. Now, before we were sharing the page, but now I put you are alone. So the camera is focused on you. As they say, "Udem clear." Yo, it's here for any of your for every doctor. And okay, you know. Wase sa ensamna ase akola ketwa akola na say ye mami panyi ya nyame ehra na wanyini edu ni panyi fie a wanya 90 years acha se nipa dom emema ni manyina egina ho ehye na mu si na bo akunu no. In fact ahomete baba say o say asema wo kan say won pese sa de ne ebesi biom e wo ye man eni nkwan say ye ma ho kwan kra ma ni si say ya omo na egina ho ehye etie na ye hye na ye boy nsem nyina no e ka no nkwan ka aban chi omo nyina efi say ade omo ye no enye na mpo na say aban ni wanni a ewi ase kai say ne obedua no eno a na obetwa enti enchenche bia awero omo betwa so aba na bonipa na doctor chiremu a omo ye no na enye kra enye na waka so a wose hye na akola wedi 4 years pa na ahmete just no kra ye no pese obebo so enso na twa so okala akola 4 years akoyi na wo fridge mu na weja wa ba wankasa wo munsuo ba wo na just wudi ene watimi anya kukuduro edi blade twitwa akola insa se akola 4 years wakoyi akokwa na Maafio fridge mu we eni hwe asemo eno kra the doctor say ni nyankura just won pati enti wo sa no sa o sha na wo ba ne ha wo ne nama we there no problem fa ne bre no ai obetete akola no obejiro na ahwe na akosi say obewie university na owie kra na opese obeje wa dia abrabeje onka se one obe preba ono so wo mani bi ai nyase bia oyoboni bi na bia opa o madi akoye hwe wo ma enti no eno nwatenka ena emma wode kasa asem no sanso na emma ba wa atese usisu ana wo chese wonti jan na wakofa yefu na waye wadwen se obeyi egudie dabi o se eno so nya kra enye ewo hunam afam ena nam ono so wo kohun mu eye bible enim say make kai wesi so we reverend doctor enti eno so afa so nya kra nyame kra de chiwade no ebi say wonim ni abofra no eba be ye daachen ebi say kra ya nyame abono no once a conceiving kwandi na nyame wo botaa bi masa abofra no enti wona ya sa no se e kire so na wo hwe na solution bi ani ho ta fi sa solution na obaye dia bra ono Dr. Ofori we bi ani punu kakra wo dia bra betra ne fie ho ama aduane adi nsuo doctor ono be ko ba bi ya no problem ekosi se obawo ba no na afa ho afa ba na se we are ready now the akwara no kwa ubetimi afa no ko wontimi nso asaje akwara no ho na wo de ko obahwa no ma na tembi are ready a na abeje no ha se mesisu aka biem wo anya se bia ono wo nwo o mani bi enti sa atenka no ene wo de kasa
because example kola no mo yefun they can't speak for themselves
no.
They can't protect themselves
no
tie ne say bo mo ban
sa enti mane nya wa dwen se bia wa kasa se o papa kura da bre o onko road won enti wo pe sa amanfo be wo man da bi ono awo ne ma mema woni fie pa enso enam se wo bi na wo ho atenka ne enti no ena wo ode atudwa ma wo no enti se wo hia mo a se officer o kasa category no ho a bombodi and the City of David Radio se wo kokuni pa wo kokun akola de akai se sofo bi wa ha oso obebo ha enti wo twa the City of David Radio ya number ye twa di efrusa de wo screen so a be connect ama doctor no ni wedding come 1 in 1 na te see a me ne wo ka say the doctor oni Ghana o Israel ha say yi enso enche kra nyame enche kra obeba ai ye be twa tikita mano na sata no de di ebinimu ye say ase da bra ye nyansan ye de ye be ka say enche obeba na dane de ye ntumi mfantudwa but who consider the City of David Radio nkwandia obetimi ayawumwa enti yada mo ase asama doctor editudwa no na ensem sama ye kan ye nyina na enne mese eye mehoa wa pa asama ye ganani na misa ye oba ewo Ghana mamu na embabu na omugu Ghana nyinara ewo enne school for nkola ewo ni da so se edachi bia no me oba nso ebetimi afreme se me ba ye aban adwuma kese I to say vice president na mpo president mpo metimi edi enti eno eni dwuma kese eno ni kwan kese a enne eni da so a his excellency John Dramani Mahama ebie ama emma ewo Ghana te se wa chese yeso ye mata na se oba kra de emma ni wiase ala ke se wiase ankoyi because the professor ba ko ka was say educate emma we educate community nyina any oman nyina enti emma de ye wadzo ye just o management kra wo wiase a mema de some nya manager some mo ye directors no moto oba woman 50 oba manage bibia kama enti sanka ye kama mbuo pa dia enka management kase amambo kasa dia management part to manage the country there and you can for say man monko Germany vice oba na o hono no oyo oba besia your friend is in product Dr. Boni di was the Angela Merkel Sabobium
Angela Merkel
oyo oba no bodwuma so the mama enti na magie ni nyina ne say na ye nya chance no ena ye tradition so ema ye ntumi enko school endu animu te sese ne aye nuanu mema because sebio ye nyina ha nim Ghana mamre ne na de a chentra na se eba de se eduma gufia na wo ba de wa shejare se jaja wo ba wo be kwa wale na nse ya ntitwon gina ba bi na de be ma no na de ni ko school uti anye yeso obi ana ba ye kubolo so na oba ne ho na ya won tipo eti enne aw mampanyi da dan hu se sade ne nyina no atwam enade achi enti wa bie kwan amama opese obabie nya no da so se ji onuara no wompe o to wase oba no oba ji wa na wompe se wa wo se obo se obeba ohomodin a enne Ghana ekwan na bi yeda na se oba de ntu ne nkwadem na woman konkan shran fi adom nkwadom na yempa ebo no say ye maame Jane Mensa David Mensa de yankan ye mami Jane opoku ajiman wo ye bompa ye se woni to ade hunu a nyame de ama wo any obatan pa wo yo because mami wo yo batan okran kra miensa ese nyambara nanom na se ya che se eni gisem na se ye kan kola tetie mu dia oh ede ehi oni hu how na woni nipa bebre so aye adwuma mfie poti che se wa ye adwuma wa tete nkola pa nkola de mpanifo nyina afa mo na ase na ne kasa mu ana wo kasa no wo kyerem a ma ye nkase nkola because enche nkola na ye hu omo ne no within few years because 5-10 years no mo nyina be adult enti dia na edi gu akwan mu ama wo mo se sa adult no mbe du sa mo mpanyi fie na omo nkọ nante libia sa omo kọ ere omo kọ pedwuma ye enti mo ma ye build oman ye nyina ye mbedi oman no na Ghana no ye mbedi society e to say nobody obia benya opportunity and I listened to her carefully and I was so proud well some me to aso ade bechi mani age ma mena nim die a wo ene abadaye a wo ene ne kasa ena se ne wasesa kasa ne mu aje za tamdidie bie enim je se ne je se obuo kasa wode ato je se wasesa politics ne mu kra o abo akwase bia mbam o say let's speak to the issues yen kanya mai edi impuntuo ene enkoso ebebre Ghana enye se wejimi ataye hye wonye ena wo dress no yen fambu man mami nyame ehraw no ntu nkwande enenumre ye di program yi besi ha doctor
mechia adima Pedro Rollins any adonko
ya doctor nim wa asala no esi na sse se ya na somebody ato o se o chia ha
mechia Mame Ajima Credo Lawrence any adonko
yo
so no wetimi abe emma flagbberries
okay
man Ghana mu
okay yo yate hu adwini pa yo said ya bibia mo na enkachiri ya santo akra de ho na ukọ amrama mu so ma bebre ho a mo gina he enti ne eno mfa ho ene ne ekoso sesi a it doesn't change the fact on the ground and this is how they call dia papa ene no cry da ho no say a major opposition country leader I just say major party Ghana nyina nim say parties no when e bata ho de omo ba but parties no ya ka political parties dey ya mienu ya ka political parties e wo Ghana dia na ya mienu MPP any NDC na e na omo rotate wo Ghana omo e ko say ma ba bia na me ma begina asesemu no
you party na free
to say enti consistency aka mi be ba de nyina nim say NDC any MPP na e na ya omo gina enti say omo ba ko etimi etu anamo ante say dia na so say ye ba oma ba so na nya say oba akwa je say ne nim tie ene ne je say ne ho fa ma je say
obi akua no oba be family
ya da bo ade ase ya da nyakopon to dem nim kwa dem em say doctor mo ana mo ehu doctor no mo tene kasa ono do so clear that screen is so clear. On this note, na Dr. Chrameka said, you say be done. Be done. And me jamu. Mini anomo amutie mi free Ghana. Me sister Emma. That says I come home. Be done. Na just say me da monina ase. Israel for say to daraba and Spanish for say gracias. And Portuguese for muito obrigado and for and so say Ghana for the also you are do akpera mikaka and kasa mungore and madam was about the insuro bibia aha na never man kwan na de and ejuma de esi madam nyina say good night.